So bear with me, folks. This is my first time of doing this, and I really truly have only learned how to do this afternoon. So what I really want to share with you today is how to show a route map animated. You might be walking. We use it for bicycle touring. So for example, here's a map of Southeast England, and I'm going to tap on the arrow in the middle. And what you'll see appear is the black line there. I used to live in Deal in Kent, and my bike route is hypothetically up through Broadstairs and St Nicholas at Way, head down towards Canterbury and through a bunch of country lanes through Petham and Stirling Minnis, and making our way down to Hawkinge, then over towards Dover, Whitfield, St Margaret's and Kingsdown, and back home again. And then this pops up at the end because it was still recording, but I'm able to edit that out at the end. So right now I'm pushing my home button on my iPad to get rid of that, and I'm going to bring up Google Maps, and I've already sized a map of Wisconsin. And I can move this map around just to show that we're live here. But what I really want to do is show you how to annotate that map. A couple of summers ago, we were planning on riding around the periphery, we were going to circumnavigate Wisconsin. It's about 1,500 miles. So what we need to do is take a screenshot of the map that you want to ride. So if you were doing Wisconsin, this is what it would look like. If you were bike riding around Minneapolis, you would zoom in like this. If you were bike riding from Minneapolis to Madison, you might want a map like this. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to circumvent, we're going to ride around the outside of Wisconsin, so that map needs to be right about there. And we're going to take a screenshot of it, and you do that on the iPad by pushing the home button and the power button at the same time. Now, I'm not really good at this. Let's see how it goes. So I'm going to squeeze them both at the same time, just once, squeeze. Hold a second, and there it did. It took a capture of that photo, and then that gets saved over into our photos. It disappears off to the side. So I now am done with the maps part of it. So I'm going to check out of that. I'm going to open up my photos up here in the top left. You'll find my photos. Where are they? All photos. Right here. Open that up, and there's the map that we were looking at. Now, what we want to do is make that line go all the way around the outside. And the way that I found to do this is to use Edit, and at the bottom on the right-hand side is the three dots. So I can tap on those three dots, and it gives me the option of a Markup Pen. If I tap on the Markup Pen, it'll open at the bottom. There we go, some choices. I could choose the skinny one here, and I can change the size of the tip. I can change the color of the tip. Let's turn to blue, turn to green, turn to yellow. And that pen looks like this. And bottom left-hand corner takes it away. I can use this thick pen. I can change it to yellow. And this one has a much thicker tip to it. And bottom left-hand corner gets rid of it. I believe this one, turn it to yellow. Ooh, don't know what that one does. Anyway, so let's go back to this one. First one on the left, and I'm going to change it to red so that it's easy to see. Now our bike ride is going to take us from Madison on the bike path down to the Illinois border. And then we're going to make our way across here. Now you can clearly see that I'm doing this with my finger on the screen. So it's not perfect. And I don't know that I could, get the exact roads that I travel, but my idea here, what I'm trying to do is just show people this is generally the route I took on my recent bike trip. all the way up to Duluth and Lake Superior. And then I'm coming down through the Wisconsin and Minnesota border, skirting around. And then we're going to make our way down the Mississippi. Beautiful, but some hilly riding down that way till we get down to Dubuque. And then there's some great bike trails that take you way back up to Madison over here. Now I'm done, but before I get rid of it, I want to swipe down in that top right-hand corner. This comes up again, and that red flashing button right there is what I'm going to stop. So stop. So like I said, I'm not that sophisticated at this, so I'm trying to carry on now and show you that we've captured that video. And what I want to do now is drop that into my iMovie. So I'm going to open up a brand new iMovie, and I'm going to go to videos, and this is the video that I want. So I'm going to add that to my created movie, create the movie. And give that a moment to process. And there it is. So we can see that we've got that, right? Now, once you've got your file here, there's some parts to it that you don't want. So for me, I would, once I've got this and the animation is finished, I'd probably want to cut it right there and get rid of it. So, I'd split it right there and then delete this part, delete. Okay, and then obviously at the beginning there may be some parts that I don't want. Obviously I don't want all of this part, and I wait till it starts working right about there, so I can pull that out, and I can tap my screen there and split it and delete it. You'll see all I have left is the animation. I used to live in Deal in Kent, and my bike route is hypothetically up through. And then if I really want to go, I can check out, let me see, one second, it's been a while since I've done this. Oh yeah, there's so by touching this, the wavy line over here on the right, I create that. And I can detach the audio, and then I can either turn the volume all the way down on the audio, or in my case I probably would just want to delete it. I have no reason to have the audio. This for me is just a show and tell, or just a show. This is where I went. And of course then that file can be dropped in with any other parts of your bike ride. Hope that helps.